What's up guys, my name's Lachlan and I'm here with my new series today called the 5 series. Now, it's obviously called 5 series because of, the number. 1, 2, you get the drift. And obviously because I'm going to be doing things such as top 5 reasons of 5 things. So I thought it'd be kind of fitting today to kick it off with something that I don't like too much. So we'll do 5 things that make no sense in Black Ops 2. So let's get this underway. Now, this is kind of like a controversial subject, I guess, because some people believe that flak jacket's perfectly fine, other people hate it with a passion. It's kind of like Final Stand, I guess, in Modern Warfare. So the situation I have with, flak jacket is the fact that the kind of logical solution is in the name. Like, how did they get it that wrong? So, if I were to throw a C4 at you, and I'm fairly far away, so the C4 is landing kind of in front of you, I expect you to lose a few fingers and toes. Now that's not half bad, well that is horrible, but it should be okay in terms of a war game. So you should kind of be fine, but if I'm right next to you and C4 goes off and you live, that's a problem, because a jacket kind of doesn't protect your legs, so they should be elsewhere, and your arms and your head. Bearing in mind this isn't kind of Mortal Kombat yet, it could be, you never know, actually that would be really cool, but it's to the point where it pisses a lot of people off, and hopefully in Ghosts they can either get rid of it completely or think of something that makes a bit more sense. Now, I don't have a problem with sniping in general. In fact, it's brought about a lot of talent, especially on YouTube, and kind of like Call of Duty in general. I mean, you only have to look as far as FaZe. But the problem I have is just with one particular, well, that's a new word, we're using that now. One particular sniper, yeah? Now, a DSR-50 is not just called a DSR-50 because they wanted to throw a 50 and then to make it sound cool. It's DSR-50 because it's a 50 caliber bullet. Now, the logic comes in again. Well, for 2 reasons, mainly. One, a 50 caliber bullet is supposed to take out a tank. So, if you get a hit marker from half a meter away, there is a valid reason for you to be pissed off. And B, you can't actually stand when you're holding a 50 caliber sniper. So if you shot a 50 caliber sniper, the recoil could literally throw you backwards about 3 meters. So, yeah, again, the logic with the developers really needs it to be up to kind of well, a mountain, really. I'd say a step, but Jesus Christ, they've got a long way to go. Now, this is the main reason I get so aggravated at this game sometimes. Now, this is kind of something that's only really come about in the last 2 or 3 months or so, but it's such a pain in the arse. So, I'm sitting in a lobby and we've all voted for a map, and obviously it's to some person's taste and not another. So, the new uplink map, some people actually don't like it. I don't really know why, because it's actually a good map, but people will join your game. So you don't have a full 12, so they're doing maybe 5v5. You don't have a full 12, but then people join your game. So it cancels the teams and then rebalances. So it tries to compensate for the 2 people that just joined, which is great, but then we run to this. So then another person leaves because they actually don't like the map, or they've just joined and then they've left because they've seen the map. So then you're stuck in this situation which doesn't end for literally about 6, it could be, the longest I've had it go on for is about 5 minutes, where someone will join, they'll leave, they'll join, they'll leave, and because it's keep trying to compensate for the person that's leaving and joining and mixing up the teams to make it even, it breaks the game practically. It's like it never starts. It takes so long to start. It's actually really, really annoying. In fact, this once happened to me so much that everybody in the lobby just left at exactly the same time. They'd all established what was going on. And it's becoming quite common, I mean, especially in the matchmaking kind of area. I mean, I don't really see, they should kind of make it almost immediately like League play, where they have to lock you in. Because it really does get to the point where if you keep leaving, the game's never gonna start. Now, damage in pretty much every game is a real situation because you kind of have to balance everything without making something too overpowered or something too underpowered. But the problem we have here in Black Ops 2 is that the pistols at one point got stronger than the assault rifles. Now, that was on normal mode, but this is still happening on hardcore. Now, the balancing on hardcore should probably be a bit more maneuverable, because still, you get killed by a pistol faster than you get killed by the likes of maybe an MP7 or a Vector K10. Now, a Vector K10 is actually a really good weapon on hardcore, by the way, but I still find myself get gunned down by TAC 45. Now, that is kind of like a mixture of accuracy, because it's single fire and you need to have a half-decent trigger finger, but the fact that you can get killed by a pistol when I've put about 10 bullets into you in half a second and you've put 1 doesn't really make much sense. So I think it's something that kind of should be dragged back to the drawing board and be sought up of again for the next time they try and do hardcore, because they're messing it up on a serious scale. I actually really enjoy zombies. In fact, it's probably the only reason I even play Black Ops 2 anymore. But the problem I'm having with it at the moment is that this is still happening to me and my friends, I guess, is that I keep getting deranked. Now, one of my friends literally is a complete bang out, and he plays this game so much. He's got like 800,000, 700,000 kills, something ridiculous. And he has less rank than one of my friends who only has 200,000 kills or 300,000, because he keeps getting deranked by God knows what. Apparently, there's a lot of... The clarification of how zombies worked wasn't exactly fantastic. I mean, the two ideas is that 1, your rank is dependent on your kill to down ratio, which, yet again, would make a lot of sense. Or 2, it's down to... I believe it was how much you progress in each map. So if I get like round 10 on town and then I get round 20, my XP ratio should be a lot higher, but I don't really know how it works. But either way, regardless, now we don't know why this happens. Apparently it's because you dashboard, but we never really do, or we don't play zombies enough, which we yet again do, that we keep losing our ranks, and it gets really aggravating because I like to boast a half-decent rank, I'm not going to lie to you. In fact, a lot of people do. But the problem I have is that I don't usually tend to play with people who don't have a half-decent... I know that if there's someone I can rely on, or if there's someone that I know is probably going to get us to a high round, I'll play with them over somebody who has bones because I don't really know. So, they kind of need to sort that out. Now, yet again, another interesting topic is whether or not we're going to see the return of zombies anytime soon. Chances are Ghost is going to be some kind of Spec Ops thing. So that's about it. So as usual, like, comment, subscribe, and if you're on my channel, I'll see you pretty much every other day, and if you're on BagoGames, I'll see you every Thursday.